Hello, cousin, and welcome to our daily divination ceremony for March 27th, 2026. This divination ceremony is radically inclusive, and unlike any other that you've probably been to, due to the nature of the work that I do. This divination ceremony is brought to you by the Unbound Witches of Bright and Dark Center. We have a community app space at community.brightanddark.org that is specially curated for neurodivergent, cycle-breaking black sheep outcasts. So there. And we are specifically asking, where does our attention need to be today in order to bring the most expansion in our relationship with our life and our practice? And Ocean is our mod today. And I believe that before we get started, Ocean has some Voice of God announcements for us. So, hey.
Yes, thank you so much, Jen Marie. I do have some announcements today. So tomorrow, 1 hour after the live, the Unbound are debuting our very first podcast, Wisdom in the Weave. After that, we will be live on the third Saturday of every month with a new episode. This week in the community, we have Magic Moves on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific and noon Eastern. We have updated the time to be more inclusive and accessible. That's a dance-based movement workshop designed to wake up the body, lift the spirit, and connect us as a community. You can find all of these and more through our free community app at brightanddark.org. Thanks, Jen Marie. Back to you.
About the Voice of God announcements is that I can't actually hear them. So there we go. I can tell you that I am so very excited about tomorrow's inaugural recording of our podcast, our long-awaited podcast, where the Unbound come and it's completely unscripted, where it's open Q&A. We are always doing big, big things for the communities that we serve. And we figured that this would be a great way for you guys to have access to ask all of the questions, not just about what we're doing, but also about your practice, because these are experts in aiding neurodivergent magical practitioners in repairing their relationship with their life and their practice. It's what we do, it's what we live for. And yeah, we get to hang out. It's so excited for it. We've been working toward this for years. It has taken years for us to be able to get the offerings that we have for the resource center to a point where we're able to invest time in something like a podcast. Because again, we are always doing these big things. So let's just get into it. Today feels really like high energy for being so close to the full moon. Really, it does. Um, so that's fun. I love that for us. Yay. Okay, I'm going to do what I do to prepare my system for divination. This is going to look different for all of us. You're welcome to follow along. Again, my practice is radically inclusive because of the nature of the work that I do. And so anyone can join in or even watch, and you're welcome to ask questions about what I'm doing, why I'm doing what I'm doing. But most of the time, the answer is going to be I wrote a book about it. I wrote The Grimoire of the Ungovernable, and it is available at brightanddark.org. All of the proceeds from the sales of The Grimoire of the Ungovernable go directly to the operations of this international resource center that we have going. So it's a whole thing. And yeah, here we go. I forgot to introduce myself again, didn't I? I'm going to get so good at this, guys. I will. I will. My name is Jen Marie. I am an initiated high priestess and sorceress of chaos, witch born of shadow. I'm an international witchcraft educator. I founded a resource center and wrote the Grimoire of the Ungovernable, along with several programs for neurodivergent magical practitioners to again repair their relationship with their life and their practice. So, yeah. All right. It's like I feel like I'm making it weird today, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like super awkward. So we're in this together. We're gonna be like awkward and weird together. It's like my guides are one upping me every time. The further I get into this, the more it's like, oh, actually. I humbly invite all that is fire within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is air within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is earth within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is water within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I beckon to this system. May we now align as one. For my cousins are the elements, and so the moon and sun. I call to those who love me. You are welcome in this space. For our nature is united, sharing love and life and grace. And now we make a declaration of intention. What are we doing? I choose now in this moment to align with my whole self, to pull the book that tells my story from its place upon the shelf. I enter now this circle made of trust and hope and power. And I show up for my practice in this place and at this hour. Because I am home. I'm like extra distracted today. That was a struggle. It's not usually a struggle, right? It's like second nature. But like the roosters are crowing, the birds are like singing, there's sun shining through the window. There's a lot going on. All right. Where does our attention need to be today in order to bring the most expansion in our relationship with our life and our practice? What's happening for me? Oh, the biggest thing that's happening right now at Weirdbrook is that we just did our spring equinox ritual, which included planting our first round of seedlings for the garden that we're planting here. We're building a labyrinth garden in a 20-acre pasture. We're not using the full 20 acres, but we could if we wanted to, and that's very exciting. But we're growing food for ourselves as well as a farm stand that we're going to have here, and for the events that we do here at Weirdbrook, the new moon immersion events. We prioritize farm to table food when everyone comes, and we are aspiring toward food sovereignty. And so this whole thing is very exciting right now. We planted the seeds and they started sprouting in 2 days. It only took 2 days for them to just like so fast. They're very happy. So that's what's happening. And lots of planning. We're not planting rows. We're doing like companion planting in beds. We're not doing anything permanent either. Anything we do is only for this season, which I love the art of that so much. And I'm doing a lot of spell work that is woven into this garden. And I'm looking forward to sharing all of that with you. But right now, we're looking at where does our attention need to be today in order to bring the most expansion in our relationship with our life and our practice. All right. This is a 2-card draw. The card on the top of the deck represents, it's the answer to our question, what is today right for? If we were to look at any facet of our relationship with our life, what needs attention so that we can grow the most? I think I just got dive bombed by a ladybug. That was fun. So if I like flail, it's okay. And I'm just like protecting myself from a freaking ladybug that has absolutely no, gives no fucks about my personal bubble. I don't know what to do about that. Okay. Good morning, Lady Dynamite. Good morning, Claire. Good morning, Bridget. Good morning, Lisa. Judgment reversed, the card that we drew. I love that we've started drawing different cards also. For like, what was it, 2 months straight? We're drawing the same like 5 cards all weekend, every week. So you're turning your back on something that must be done and it's costing you. You're doubting yourself harshly, or perhaps not giving yourself time to reflect with full awareness. Either way, these actions are keeping you from moving forward. And the upright positioning of judgment indicates a moment of self reflection. You're likely close to reaching a significant stage in a journey. This journey may not have been an easy one, and you may find comfort in sharing your struggles with others to find camaraderie. Now is a time to face challenges head on. This is the Territorial deck by Raven and Rogue. Pamela wrote the prompt. So marinate with that. If your guides were using this card to be like, hey, what the fuck? That's what are they saying? Mm-hmm. Brew on that. Okay. Can I do it? Can I do it? As we all know, there's a lot going on in the world. Our magical practice doesn't exist in a vacuum. Our relationship with um, magic and the divine doesn't exist in a vacuum. Uh, so, of course, we're going to have um, current global events influencing our readings. I'm trying to be very careful with the wording that I'm using. Baxter has now taken to hunting, said Ladybug. If you don't know who Baxter is, I have a feeling you might meet him. He's right there doing really cute things, honestly. I told you I'm easily distracted. See, there he is. He's going to save me. This is not like a rhetorical question, what I'm about to say. Like, I'm asking you this genuinely, and I would love it if you would just put it in the comments. Okay. What this card is coming up. What is it going to take for you to do to make that choice that you know you need to make? This is a massive social change kind of choice where you're like, you know, deciding how you're going to engage with the world and who you're going to engage with. This is big stuff. Like, I am no longer going to go to my job. I'm just going to stay home. Fuck it. I am not going to engage in a system that doesn't align with my values in a way that I'm proud of. So I'm just not going to do it. That's the kind of like big change that I'm talking about. This could be, I am not going to engage with those people anymore. I'm never going to go to that thing again. I'm not investing my physical, mental, and emotional labor into anything that I am not proud of, period. And I don't care if I have to live in a tent under a bridge, I'm not going to participate in that. That's the kind of like choice. You got to make a choice. What do you want to do? How uncomfortable are you willing to be in order to live a life that you're proud of? Like, that's the kind of decision that you are being asked to make. This is not a deciding between employers. This is not a choosing which school to go to. This isn't a um, uh, should I mean, this is a big thing. This is like fully disengaging from one reality and choosing to build something different and new. What is it going to take for you to make that choice? Yeah, that's a good one, Heather. Now, there's many reasons why I'm asking you this. It is literally my passion and obsession in life to provide and empower you to be able to make that decision. That's what I'm obsessed with. That's everything that I do. So what do I got to do? What do we got to do to make this something that you're like, to get it to the point where you're like, it would be insane for me to continue to participate in the big cappy pappy, because there's this whole matriarchy out here that has all of the things that I'm needing to feel supported in making this change. It would be absurd for you to continue to engage as you are. That's what I'm doing. That's what the Unbound are doing. Making massive supports. But you got to be brave enough to ask for the help. So, and it is scary. It's scary because it's hard. But scary doesn't mean bad. Scary means it'll change your life forever, maybe. It'll completely, depending on how it turns out, it's going to completely change your world forever. But do you really want to continue how you're doing now? Yeah, and hard doesn't mean misaligned. Hard means you get to see exactly where you are with your relationship with your life and exactly what needs more support. That's what hard does. Okay. So now we got to look at what we're in resistance to or in denial of, that is uh, making it this judgment, making it hard to make that decision. You're like wishy washy about it because of something you're afraid of. The Nine of Swords upright. So this is the card. Come on, camera. Get your shit together. I don't have my shit together. All right. Fear is an awful thing, and it's difficult to reach out for help when it hits. Don't hide when you're stricken with grief or sadness. Sharing trauma or stress with others can be therapeutic and can help you regain control over what troubles you. And the reversed Nine of Swords signals that a past trauma may be rearing its ugly head once again. But there is hope, so long as you are willing to put in the effort to fight against this negativity. Take care of your mental health and know that it is not as isolating as it may seem. Many others are going through the same thing. I'm letting you brew on this. Right? I love it when my cards give me this like instant validation, like instant validation that like I just fucking said this, guys. I just said this. Okay. So, yeah. So hold on. So how do I say this? How do I say this? I really wish you would just read the grimoire. That'll help so much with making sense of kind of what's going on and what you're so afraid of. Why are you so afraid? And you you were taught to engage with life in a very disconnected and isolated way. You were raised within a patriarchy. Your system doesn't function like that, and you can't force your system to engage with your life like that. It doesn't work that way. It like uh I don't know what words I can use on social media. It bleeds the life out of you and disconnects you from your magic and your like authentic self, right? You were taught that that's the way that the world works. And what we are so passionate about is showing you that there's another way. That's not the only way. That non-hierarchical respect for sovereignty, respect for each other, respect for your own, that actually exists. But in order for you to get to a matriarchal worldview and perspective, you have to choose to learn how to engage differently, to choose to look at the ways that you were taught to engage with life in a very restricted way. That's like 80% of the resources that we have through the resource center is geared toward that right there because it's such a big thing. Um, we are not as alone as we have been made to believe. And us believing that we are alone and too strange to be accepted keeps us from being able to unite and make significant change in the world, right? Um, you can be a part of a whole community of neurodivergent magical practitioners that celebrate each other's path, that a part of the initiation into this community is learning emotional intelligence and metacognition and uh, um, what is it? Embodiment practices where you actually embody the work that you're doing, what you're learning. So I feel like I kind of went on a tangent there, but it's starting to get frustrating, not gonna lie. And it's okay. I'm allowed to be frustrated, but to it's back to that analogy of watching people that you like powerful people flailing and screaming, thinking that they're drowning, but they're in a puddle and all they have to do is stand up, but they won't do it because they're afraid they've never stood up before. So, like, it it's hard to watch that over and over and over again. It's hard to watch that when, like, they won't even reach out and meet you halfway. Like, you're reaching out to help them up, and they won't even reach out because they don't trust anyone else, because they were taught not to trust anyone. And it's this, like, it's it's a thing. It's a thing. So, you gotta make a decision. Like, what is this decision for you? The land of misfit matriarchs exists. Yeah, it's called Weird Brook. We got it. It's an 80-acre homestead in rural New England. Mhm. Yeah. So, we can do this. Like, this is our birthright, guys. There's a reason why we have experienced what we've experienced and learned what we've learned and incarnated at a time like this. This is a massive choice point in history. And you are more important than you have been made to believe as well. So it's like, yeah, yes, yes. What they said. Be brave, engage with your life in a way that you are proud of. And you can ask for help. I know that not everyone is worthy of that kind of access to your life, but I would be honored to earn your trust. I would be honored to earn your trust. I just give me a chance, man. That's I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say beyond that. Like, there's so much help. And, like, I'm really, really into pushback. Like, I'm really into it. I love it when people question the whys, hows, whats. I love it. That's how I we all grow and learn how to, um, be even more inclusive, right? So I'm into it. Ask questions, push back. The Unbound are so into it, and I can't wait for you guys to experience that tomorrow at the first live recording of Wisdom in the Weave, where you can, like, ask us questions. I dare you. It'll be so great. It'll be so great. All right, that's our reading for the day. Do with it what you will. I will be back tomorrow. We're going to do this again. My laptop is now screaming at me saying it's about to die, so that's fun. I swear I charge this thing, guys. I do. All right. So, hand on your heart. Take a deep breath. Let's close out this working. This working is now closing, but the magic has just begun. I humbly thank the elements and both the moon and sun. To all who chose to bless this flow, I now sincerely thank you. May our practice be expansive and our course be clear and true. All right, cousin. I'll see you tomorrow. If you can't be good at it. All right. Bye.